Okay, I think we're live now. Okay. Okay, we are live now. All right, I can see messages. Gautana Baloy. Sorry, pardon me if I didn't pronounce your name correctly. Okay, please pardon me. Okay. Okay, so Gautana Baloy, I can see you from South Africa. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, I can also see Emmanuel. Reshimi. I hope I got your pronunciation correctly. Please pardon me if I did any mistake pronouncing your names. Pardon me, please. All right, happy to have you here. Happy to have you here. Okay, we are live. We are live. Hi, Bright Life Properties. Hi, glad to have you here. How are you today? Okay, thank you, Gaut and Navaloy. Glad to have you here. Okay, let's wait for about 1 minute. I'm starting by 8:04. Yes. So let's see others are going to join us in the process. Managed by Zoni. Managed by Zoni, welcome. That's from Pakistan. Glad to have you here. Managed by Zoni, glad to have you here. Okay, what do we have there? Bright Life Properties. Glad to have you here. Welcome. How are you all doing today? Who else is there? Knowledge. Oh, Knowledge. Knowledge, how you doing? Yeah, how you doing? Nice to have you. Ibrahim Jezreel. Jezreel, how you doing? From Nigeria. My country people. Okay, Knowledge from Zimbabwe. Glad to have you here. All right. Okay, we are almost close to starting time. So please confirm if you can hear me. If you can hear me. Can you hear me loud and clear? If you can, please let me know in the comments. If you can hear me. Okay. Okay, you can hear me. Thank you. Loud and clear, all right? Loud and clear, thank you. Okay. Yes, this is 8:04, and we aren't going to be waiting for anybody because I understand that for some of you, 8 p.m. GMT plus 1 is midnight. Okay, some of you are currently in the middle of the night, and we don't want to wait for anyone so that we can round off as soon as practicable, and you can go to have your rest. So welcome, Kalfan Ahmad. I can see you from Kenya. Hello. Okay, so as you're joining us, please ensure you tell me where you're watching from, okay? Your name and where you're watching from. I'm happy to be here and excited to be sharing knowledge with you all today. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. I'm going to share my screen. I want to ensure it as bold as possible so that everybody can be carried along. Okay, is it? Let's see. All right. This is my slide. You better come on. This is not what I want. Uh, go to here. Okay. Okay. Let me try this and see how it fits. Go full. Can you see my screen? Can you see my slide, please? And how clearly can you see it? Someone should confirm for me. Can you see my slide and how clearly? Good day, Danita Findlay. Glad to have you here. We can see my slides. If you can see my slides, please let me know. How clear is it at your end? Okay, clear enough. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So let's see how it goes. I want it to be full screen. Maybe when my assistant comes to sort it out. Okay. So maybe we should just start first. I do not want to put any time. We're gonna sort it soon. Okay. Now, welcome everybody. Welcome from Nigeria, from Jamaica, from Kenya, from South Africa, from US, from Canada, from a lot of places I can't really wrap my head around now. You are welcome to the free workshop, which is how to attract, convert, and retain clients. And tonight, I want you to prepare your mind for what is going to be dished out from this end, okay? And if you know that your power is going to go off during the process, I want you to hold a power bank or whatever and ensure that if you are in Africa, ensure that it is plugged so you don't get kicked out in the process of this, all right? So today we're going to be looking at how you as a business owner can attract clients, how you can attract them, how you can convert them, and also how you can retain them. Because attraction is not enough, conversion is not enough, retainment matters also. Because you can spend more getting a new customer or a new client, or than you spend retaining one. So why does this workshop matter? Why? Why does this workshop matter? Because number one, nobody cares about what you do. I want you to know today that nobody cares. Maybe your family, your mom, your dad, your siblings, and a few friends. But if you go deeper, you realize that nobody cares. Okay, so being good is not enough. Having a good product, being very skilled at digital marketing, being very skilled at video editing, those things are not enough. Okay, because nobody cares. And two, the market is jam-packed. When you go online right now, you see that a lot of people are doing the same thing you are doing. Everybody does something, everybody, right? And the competition is stronger, it is tougher. That is why you have to pay attention to what you're going to be doing tonight. Because the same client you are lobbying to get, about almost 1,000 people or over 1,000 are also lobbying to get that same client. So it is survival of the fittest. Okay? Then businesses with good products are still failing because nobody knows how valuable they are. You can be good, but if nobody knows how good that thing is, that product, how good your services are, or how good your customer excellence, customer experience is, nobody is going to patronize you. No client will come to you. They have to come first to experience it before they can say, oh, this person is really good. I patronize this business and I really loved when I got there, right? So those who get results are the ones who are very clear on the value they bring to the marketplace, who are very clear on the outcome. That means what you will get from their value. Because value is not for yourself. The value you have as a business is not for yourself. If you are into photography, you are not into photography to take memorable moments of yourself. You are there to make other people smile. Okay? And if you are into sales of hair, wigs, others, you are not there for yourself. You are there for others. So if you don't see the outcome, then it doesn't matter. No client. Broke. So the third thing now is positioning. Positioning is how people perceive your product, the category in which they place you in the marketplace. If they perceive you as somebody who is desperate, who is hustling, then they're not going to patronize you because nobody wants to buy from a desperate person. You know what they think? They think, oh, this person wants to get rich with my money. Oh, this person is broke and wants to survive off my money. Okay, so you are a business owner, and if you've been selling from the state of survival prior to this time, prior to this workshop, tonight, I want you to take your mind off that survival and be ready to learn how to attract clients, not from a state of survival, but from the value, positioning, and the outcome that you're bringing to the marketplace. That is why this workshop is something you should not miss. So don't sleep off, okay? Now let's proceed. What are you going to get from this workshop? Because it is one thing to be here, it's another thing to get value out of this workshop. And at the end of this workshop, you are going to know how to get noticed in a crowded market, all right? You're going to know how to attract quality leads, leads that give you what you want, because not everybody is your customer, not everybody is your client. Quality leads, that means leads that you can convert into paying clients, that you can even retain, all right? Another one is you're going to learn how to turn attention into trust, because people need to trust before they buy from you. You're going to learn how to do so tonight. You're also going to learn how to turn trust into inquiries. People begin to ask you, oh, how do I go about this? I would love to work with you. How do I start? Can I book a call with you? Please, I have a photography session. Please, I need a wig. Oh, please, I need this marketing course. How do I do it? People begin to rush you with inquiries. And another one you're going to get out of this workshop is turning those inquiries into paying clients. Because inquiries does not really matter now if it is not converting. Do you get my point? So how do you turn those inquiries into paying clients? You're going to get it out of tonight's workshop. Now, if you know that you don't want to miss on all these points that I've mentioned, then you want to prepare your mind. Number one, focus. I don't know what it is that is around you, but ensure that you declutter your environment. Take away those things that can distract you from paying close attention tonight. Two, ensure that you write down. Remember I said this workshop is best experienced live because there'll be no replay, okay? It is only for those of you who are in the group, no other person, so there's no replay. So write down points. As something is going to be coming out, ensure you are noting the point and how it can imbibe it for your business, okay? Then your phone, charge it. If it is not charged, plug it. Use a power bank or anything else. Number four, when the knowledge is going out, start fixing the puzzles. Oh, what have I not been doing? Oh, this is what I should be doing. So start combining those things. Then engage. Don't just be a spectator. You're learning how to communicate with clients. You have to start from this live workshop, okay? So ensure you are engaging. Engagement lets me know that you are following, okay? Because I'm not a radio, so it won't be fair to be speaking when nobody's actually typing something. So let me know they are still following. Are we good to go? All right. Correct. Now, some of you are here, and this is your very first time of seeing me. In fact, a lot of you have never met me before. You saw me on social media. You liked this person and you came. So, who am I? Who am I? You should be asking, who is even this Mary Okosi? Who is this Mary Okosi? Okay. So, I am Mary Okosi. Yes, give me my flowers. And I had 10 years of experience consulting, coaching, teaching, and helping business owners through business communication strategies. And so far, over those years, I said 10 years, 5 years, I have trained over 250 business owners and professionals in the art of business communication, helping them to build trust, gain visibility, converse with clients, and convert them. Okay? And I've worked with clients across Nigeria, across Canada, across the United States of America, across other African countries. And also, I have worked with high net worth individuals, some of which I cannot mention their names for confidentiality's sakes, okay? And as you can see, I'm a writer. Yes, some of you came because you liked the way I wrote and dissected some things. I'm a writer, an award-winning writer. I am an author, which means I have authored 2 books, okay? And I'm also a founder, a leader, a public speaker. I've spoken in over 10 events, conferences, virtual conferences, physical conferences. I've been invited to teach business owners to share my knowledge, and so on and so forth. And tonight I am delighted that you are here and that I am here. So clap for me, everyone. So that is it about Mary Okosi. Mary Okosi. Now let's enter the proper work. This is why we are here tonight. I want you to meet Mr. Bright. I want you to meet Mr. Bright. Who is Mr. Bright? Sometimes last year, around November, this man came to me, got my contact on Instagram, and he came to me. He was so down. He said, how do you do it? Please, can you help me? Because I shared some reviews and he came through that. How do you do it? I have knowledge on video editing, content writing, content marketing, in fact, AI, all those technical skills, digital skills. He had the knowledge, and he had always been dishing out knowledge to people for free. Everybody says, oh, you're so good. You're so good. And besides, he was having some little invitations to teach people. But Bright was still broke, right? He was still broke. And, you know, a family man, it is so tough for you to be broke as a family man because you have a family to cater for. And I'm very sure that some of you here, you are also family people. You have your wife, you have your spouse, let me put it that way. You have your kids, you even have your relatives and all that. So we went straight into a strategy session. How can Mr. Bright use all of these things he has, all this knowledge, put it together into a product or a service that people can actually pay for? Because knowing something is not enough. If people cannot pay you for that thing, you just know it for fun, except you're a poet. Even poets now are beginning to go into spoken word because every knowledge that cannot actually feed you or that cannot help you build your business is just wasting. And business is not for you to show people that you're making progress. It is money, right? If money is not entering, your business cannot stand. If money is not entering, your business cannot be sustained. It's going to go down because money is what keeps a business running. You need the revenue, okay? So we went straight into a strategy session with Mr. Bright. We clarified its positioning, clarified its target audience, clarified its value, clarified its brand. As you can see, I've attached a screenshot so that you can see it. After the clarity session and the strategy sessions, he registered his brand name. And guess what? This is his review. You can see he said, he put out a course just on video editing. You know, video editing is a hot cake, just for video editing. And how many people? 90 plus people. 90 plus people. When he told me, I was like, wow, this is what we're talking about. 90 plus people bought his video editing course. Somebody who's been giving the knowledge out for free. Somebody who's thinking, who are our clients going to get me? And in the process of doing that, do you know what happened? He got a client. Yes, from that same place, he got a client. And if people are talking about getting clients, I hope you're not saying, oh, how are they doing it? Oh, maybe they are not really getting, maybe it's their family member. No, people are really getting clients. That's why I said depends on how you position yourself. Your position, it really matters. How much value or how much valuable people place you. And when they see you as valuable, they get to work with you. They pay you. Okay. Apart from Mr. Bright, I have been there. I had less than 450 followers on LinkedIn, and I worked with international clients. I'd never pitched. I never coordinated anybody. I was just posting my content. They came through the content. In fact, one of them sent me messages. I was seeing it 2 months later, and she still proceeded. She was asking me, please, where is your location? She wanted us to have a physical session. That is what your content can do for you. That's what visibility that is correctly positioned can do for you. So I want you to take this workshop seriously so that by the end of this workshop, by the time you begin to apply all of these things into your business, you can also have testimonies like Mr. Bright. Because even though Mr. Bright just made a few bucks, right? $600, some of you want to make 1,000. Yes, Mr. Bright is just starting, but you can also do what Mr. Bright did and even surpass him. You can surpass him. There is no limit to this thing. You can make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, and as much as possible. Only if you do the right things, right? Only if you do the right things. So now let's go to attraction. We'll be talking about how important this is. So what is attraction? I'm not going to give you definitions. Let's talk the practical thing. If you want to attract somebody, let's say you are a man now, you want to attract a lady, are you going to be forcing yourself on the lady? You will not force yourself on that lady, because if you force yourself, the lady will revolt. She will not like it. But when you try to attract like a magnet, you do the things she likes, you know what she likes, you know where she hangs out, you know the kind of things she likes, together with her friend, you know what she does, you know everything about her. And then you come to meet her and you tell her those things. What will she feel? Oh, this person knows so much about, how come you know so much about me? Are you stalking me? Say, no. Because you've already made yourself attractive. And it's the same thing towards clients. Some of you are not attracting clients because you don't even know how. So how do you attract clients? The very first thing is to know your target audience. Know your target audience. Know who they are. Know what they do. Know where they stay. When I say stay, I'm not talking about necessarily physical house. I am talking about where they hang out online, where they hang out offline, the environment. So who are your audience now? And who are the people you're targeting? If you are selling luxury cars, you're selling BMW, you sell Benz, you sell Tesla, who do you target? Who? Some of you are not selling because you are targeting the wrong audience. You sell luxury hair, and then you're targeting a student who is still trying to survive in school. How do you want that student to pay you? You want her to go broke or borrow money to buy expensive wigs? She can't. Some of you sell clothes, and you are selling it to somebody who prefers thrift. Let's say you sell designer clothes, and you are selling to somebody who prefers thrift just because of money issues. And you want to sell, it is not possible. You cannot sell that way. Some of you are into network marketing. And instead of you to target people who are tired of being home, seeking for a job, they've been seeking for a job all their life, they did not see. You are targeting people who already have businesses, your friends, your family, your relatives, you are forcing them. Attraction does not work that way. So who are your audience? For example, if you are into digital marketing, your audience are business owners, right? Business owners want to get more sales. Business owners who want to learn how to run ads. They want to make massive sales from running ads. You target them. Not some of you will target startup. Some of you will target those who are already scaling their business, because some startups might not really have the money. They might be doing everything. If I want Mamopo, you're doing everything yourself. But you know you have a larger business. You're targeting that person that has the money, not the person that looks like he or she has the money. Are you getting what I'm saying? So you have to know your audience. You have to know your audience. It's just like somebody coming to me to, what did the person even tell me? Okay, let's say somebody came to me and said, would you like to buy clothes? We manufacture, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, I am not your audience. I did not tell the person, but I am not the person's audience. Do you know why? Because I don't do anything clothes. I do not sell clothes. I do not manufacture clothes. I'm not even a middleman. I don't know anybody who does that. I'm not into sports. So why are you bringing sports related businesses to me? I am not interested. I won't be interested because that is not my field. That is not what I do. But if that person had gone to meet people who sell clothes, who manufacture clothes, who do white labeling, there's white labeling. They buy from you, they brand it and they sell. Or people who are middlemen, they buy and distribute. Then the person would likely get a response. But the person was attracting me, who is not his audience. And no, I said no, because it is not the right thing to do. So what does your audience do? That client, that prospect you're looking at, what do they do? If you know what they do, you'll be able to know how to tailor what your service is to them. For instance, if you sell, what should I use now? If you sell slimming tea, you sell slimming tea, and then you're targeting women between the ages 25 to 45. You have to know what they do. Oh, are they business owners? Are they civil servants? What do they do? What are they really interested in? Then another one is, where do they stay? If you are selling luxury cars, you're not just going to stay on, let me say, platforms like Facebook. You know that Instagram is very, very visible for things luxury and aesthetics and all the likes. You have to use Instagram, places like X. Where does your audience stay? If you are selling network marketing, you know that you're not just selling it on Facebook and you're posting on groups. There are so many people doing the same thing there. So it is too crowded. Why not check platforms like TikTok? You see people who are looking for means of survival. A lot of youths do not even have any job, but they want to learn something that brings them money. So when you bring your offer, you package it very well. They tell you, oh, I want this. How am I going to join? Provided you package it very well, and we are still going to get to that side, okay? So you have to know your audience. Apart from knowing your target audience, another thing you have to know is what they want. What they want, okay? What they want. Now, what do your audience want? And how badly do they want it? For instance, if you sell photography, you know that your audience wants memories, moments where they feel loved upon, moments where they're having fun, travel moments, birthdays, wedding ceremonies, let's say proposals, wedding, I mentioned wedding, maybe burial ceremonies. Yeah, they want those kind of things. If you sell them something else, they will not get it. If you sell slimming tea or weight loss, and you are targeting women who are mothers, somebody just gave birth, and a woman goes through a lot, her body changes a lot. So you see the big belly, she's not feeling confident in herself. How she feels like, oh, maybe my husband is even going to start cheating on me because I no longer feel pretty. Look at my belly, look at all the stretch marks. You sell things that help those women. Then you have to know what they want. What do they want? One, they want to slim down. They want flatter tummies. Two, they want to rebuild their confidence. And it is those flat tummy, the nice shape, that rebuilds the confidence. So how badly do they want it? How badly do they want it? If the person does not want it so bad that it can go miles to pay for it, do not sell to the person. Do not even try to attract the person. Do not. It's just like you going to any local market. For instance, I traveled some time ago and I was in a local market. I was looking for a particular product. So while I was passing there in Lagos, somebody from Nigeria, you know what I'm saying? In Lagos, a lot of people are going to be dragging you. Hey, fine girl, come. Fine girl, come. But I was not interested. I wasn't interested. That was not what I was looking for. And I did not want what they were selling so bad. But the moment I saw what I wanted, I was like, where has this thing been? That's the same thing. So how badly do your audience want cars, luxury cars? How badly do they want network marketing? How badly do they want digital marketing? And for you to know that, you have to look into their pain. We are entering there after this section. You have to look into their pain. You have to look into what they are going through. You have to look into where they gather. Maybe they use Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, so that you can see what they comment on. Some of them drop comments on that post. When you see those comments, you will know that, oh, this person is going through this person needs blah, 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 this person needs that, okay? So, if you've known that about your audience, another important thing that you need to map out, I hope you're writing down, is their financial capacity. Now, this is what I mean by the financial capacity. Let's say I sell this for how much now? Let me say maybe 5,000 naira. I said this for 5,000 naira. And if you don't have this, you're going to go hungry all the days of your life. You're going to really go hungry. And I want to say 5,000 naira. Then I'm targeting people who are struggling to make ends meet, people who are struggling to eat every single day. Then I'm targeting the wrong audience. What do I mean practically? I mean that whatever you sell, you have to look for the market that needs that thing. I call it product economy. Product economy means that if you sell luxury, don't target poor people. If you sell low, let's say, low priced goods or services, don't target the rich. Then secondly, if you are selling survival, like make money today, oh, buy food, target the low income classes. But if you're selling things like luxury, travel, photography, oh, travel to your favorite place and take moments, capture moments with your loved ones, you're targeting people that are high up the ladder, the economic ladder. Do you know why? If you, okay, in Nigeria, there's something called sachetization. I want to ensure that you grab this sachetization. You see toothpaste in bigger size, and then you see it in a sachet. Why is it that? Why is it that way? Because there are some people that can buy the ones in the bigger sizes, and there are some that cannot afford it. So they have to buy the one in sachet, which is just 100 naira or 50 naira. Now, if you're selling a product that is supposed to be targeting the rich and you are selling it to the poor, you are attracting the wrong audience. If you are selling a product they're supposed to sell to the poor and you're targeting the rich, you're attracting the wrong audience. That's why some of you are selling to the wrong people and then you're wondering why you're stuck. The person you're selling to is not your audience. The person you're selling to does not badly want it. The person you're selling to does not have the money. Are you getting what I'm saying? So you have to understand the socio-economic or financial status of your audience. If they cannot afford it, then they are not your audience. You cannot be selling Benz to a student that is still drinking Gary or eating noodles in school. It is wrong, okay? It is very wrong. You cannot be selling luxury wig, I've said it again, to somebody who prefers thrifted wig or who doesn't even have much. The person is trying to build up. You cannot sell a 35,000 naira course as cheap as it is to somebody who earns about 50,000 naira per month. Where do you want the person to get the money from? Where do you want them to get the money from? So if you're targeting anybody, you're attracting your clients, you should know these things. If you don't know them, if they don't have the money, they don't have the capacity, they're not going to buy. So that is why your business stays stuck. So as I'm saying this now, start mapping out who are really my audience. Oh, truly, am I even targeting them? Do you understand what I'm saying? So also know where they hang out. Where do they hang out? Ladies who love fashion, who are into influencing, they love luxury things, luxury clothes, luxury wigs. They hang out on Instagram and TikTok. Men who love luxury things also hang out on X and Instagram. If you sell, what is it called? Multi-level marketing. If you're into multi-level marketing, you sell health-based products, maybe for ulcer, for diabetes, all those health-based products or services. Then what are you doing on X? Go on Facebook because there are older people there. Older people who face diabetes, who have ulcer and face all those things. That is where you should target. They are there. Run ads. Even if you don't run ads, start attracting them. You meet your audience there. So if you're in the wrong place, some of you, the reason you're strong is that you're on the wrong platform. If you're on Facebook and your audience is on Instagram, you spend years though, and you burn money. How many courses have you paid for? You've learned, gone on YouTube, and yet there is no result. Why? Because you're doing the wrong things. The positioning is not correct. If you're supposed to be on X and you're on Threads, you're making a mistake. You're supposed to be combining Instagram and TikTok, and you're combining Facebook and X. You're making a mistake. Tech bros like to be on X and Instagram. Yeah, maybe they're also going to come into Threads soon. But if you're now focusing on Facebook, you're making a mistake. I'm not saying you cannot be versatile. You can have omnipresence on social media, but your primary platform should be the place where your audience hang out. So where do your audience hang out? If it is offline, you do photography offline. Where do your audience hang out? Go to bars, to beaches. Yeah, beach. Go to the beach. Different beaches are all around you and see those things. Go to fancy ceremonies. Those people who love fancy things, birthdays, and people celebrate birthdays lavishly. Go there. Wedding ceremonies, go there. That's where your audience hang out. You sell digital skills online, your audience are there. And if you're going to go offline, go to tech events. Tech events, personal development events, you are going to meet your audience there. Okay? So don't try to catch a fish or fishes in the wrong pond. You're going to make a mistake. If you want to catch plenty fishes, then you have to have the right strategy. Your hook, your line, your sinker, and the right river. Otherwise, you're going to catch nothing or another different kind of fish that is not what you want. So after you've done that, after you've known their capacity, where they hang out, you have to ask yourself, how do I attract them? So these people love videos. So these people love stories. So these people love text. When you know where they hang out, then you should begin to map out how to attract them. Okay, we're going to do that. How do I attract them? If you want to attract a lady, for instance, as a man, you know that you have to come groomed. Some of it, the way you are showing up is not the reason people are buying from you. You want a client that will pay you $1,000 and you're appearing like a $10 person, $10 brand. It's not going to work. Okay. So they hire, you go, they hire the positioning. It has to be blended together. Are you following, please? Let me see in the comments if you're getting me. Are you flowing? Okay, let me see your comment so we can proceed from there. I want to ensure that you're getting me. Okay, I've seen Majesty. Okay, glad to have you here. Okay, I can see. Carry on. All right, if you're there, just let me know. Okay. Okay, I am Joram. Following, it makes sense. Okay, sorry about that. I got a call from my mom. All right. Yeah. I just had to hang up. I don't hang up my mom's call, but I just had to hang up tonight. All right. Now let's look at the next slide. Let's see. I think it's talk. The next one is speak their language. Speak their language. Hold on. I want you to see it is stuck. I guess because of the call that came in. Stuck. Let's see. Hold on, please. Oh, hold on. Let me reshare. So that call just disrupted my network system. So let me try and share. Okay. Is it back? Not yet. Ah, this thing. Okay, okay. Thank God. All right. So we've done that. Let's move on. Sorry for the break in transmission. Don't mind the network. Now, how do you speak your audience's language? You know, I said that you have to know the audience you're targeting. You cannot be targeting a broke person with an exquisite product or service. For instance, if you want to charge $15 or let me say $15,000, you cannot be targeting somebody that earns less than $1,000 per month. You get? It's just beyond what they can afford. So you have to speak their language. Now, how do you speak the language of your target audience? Please, I want you to pay attention to this. Ensure that your data is being filled, okay? Now, some of you, the way you introduce yourself is giving you out. It's giving you out. You say, I'm a digital marketer, I sell clothes, I sell cars. Okay, I am a stylist, I'm a virtual assistant, I'm into tech, I'm a tech bro, I'm tech lady, tech bro, tech lady. I'm into that. I am a social media manager. Okay, I sell digital skills or I have digital skills. All of those things are beautiful, but they are titles. And if you use them often, it doesn't speak the fear, the language of your audience. Because nobody wants a luxury car if it doesn't give them status and convenience. Somebody buys Benz rather, and then you're expecting the person to just to come to any kind of environment. The way the person is even going to step out of the Benz, I mean, you cannot even buy Benz and you're not well dressed, right? The aura is going to be different. The aura is totally going to be different. And somebody says, oh, I want digital, I'm a digital marketer. People don't want that. I don't want digital marketing. I want to have more customers. That's my concern. That's what I want for my business. Don't say I sell clothes, where you can talk about confidence. Oh, do you know that you can wear this clothes and feel confident in your body? Show your hourglass shape, show your A shape, show your inverted triangle shape. It will beautify it. It will make it pretty. Whatever. Imagine hanging out with your friends and you're putting on these peplon skirts. Are you getting what I'm saying? Imagine having a date with your man and then you are wearing this cloth, this gown that elevates your shape, that brings out your beauty without having to do too much. That is confidence. You're selling confidence. That is what they want to buy. Nobody wants clothes. Why do you think people buy luxury clothes, Gucci, Versace? Why? Because of the status of the esteem it gives them. Somebody who wears a Gucci to an event will have more confidence than somebody who is just wearing thrift, especially that thrifted person does not have confidence. The person's head will be like this. Person's head. Because be like, do you know how much I'm wearing? Do you know how much? This is $10,000. Okay. Another is virtual assistant. Nobody wants virtual assistants. They want more time. They want more freedom. Nobody wants hairstyling. They want to look good. They want to look better when they go to parties, birthday parties, wedding ceremonies, dates, or dinner parties. Nobody wants tech. They want more sales or efficiency. Okay. Nobody wants social media management. So don't say, I am a social media manager. Sell efficiency. Tell people, oh, you have 3 businesses you're doing. It is too much, and you don't even have time to manage your social media visibility. Your clients are leaving you. Sell them efficiency. Sell them saved time. Don't sell them social media management. Tell them, I can help you save, let's say, 5 hours a day without having to burn yourself, without having to go so stressed at the end of the day. All right? Do not sell luxury cars, sell status. Imagine that you are a real estate consultant and you're going to meet a client who has promised to invest $20,000. And then you're going with an Audi, or is it Toyota Camry of how many years ago? Unlike going with a Benz. They see you, they know, this person is worth the money. This person is worth $20,000. So don't sell what they want. Don't sell what you want. Sell what they want. Sell what they need. A business needs more customers, not just digital marketing. They want to reach more people. That's why they need ads. They want to learn how to launch. They want to learn funnel. That's why they need ads. Okay? All right, I will speak my customer's language, something like let's partner to gain more partners. Okay, we'll see how to break that down. What do you mean by partners to gain more partners? Okay, so in the process, just begin to break it down so that you can get more clarity on that. All right. Now, where am I? Nobody wants to buy digital skills. People want financial freedom. I left my job. I left my 9 to 5. If I was even 9 to 5, maybe 9 to 12 job. And what has been helping me is my skills. So if you want to sell digital skills, target people. You don't target people who do not want financial freedom. Target people who are tired of looking for jobs and they're not getting any. There's so many young people out there who need jobs. They're not getting it. And they want to sell their knowledge online. They want to package it in a way that people can pay them for it. 5,000, 10,000, depending on their, their positioning, 50,000, 100,000, things like that. So you don't sell digital skills, sell them the feeling. People don't buy titles, they buy into your feeling. So sell them the feeling. How would you feel like being home? How would you feel like having financial freedom? You don't need to bother your parents for money. You don't need to bother your man or your spouse for money every time. So if your husband is not at home, you cannot feed your kids. If your husband is not home, you cannot buy bouillon cubes or seasoning cubes. If your husband is not home, you cannot even buy bottled or table water. That is not the life you want to live. Show them, sell the feeling, sell the emotion, sell the pain. Sell the pain. That pain is what you should sell. So somebody has a business, the person sells, let's say maybe hair, or the person sells jewelries, and there are no sales. You are a digital marketer. Why not sell them more customers? Do you know you can reach more people if you run ads to this business? You can spend 50K and make 100K. That's times 2. Don't sell clothes, like I said, sell confidence. Don't sell cars, sell convenience. Speak to their pain. Imagine you're going to see your friend as a guy after 10 years or 20 years, and then you're going in an old Toyota Camry where you could have gone in a Benz. Sell them the feeling, sell them the pain. Tell them about efficiency. Efficiency. Somebody is a CEO. That's why social media managers, I hope people are noting this thing. You're a social media manager, and everything you're saying is, I'm a social media manager, let me manage your page. That's not all there is to it. And some of you are targeting students. Maybe you're even a student. You're targeting graduates like yourself, core members. We should have targeted people who have businesses. Target founders. Founders, yes. Startup founders, scale up founders, target them. Those ones, they are so focused, so choked up with activities. They need somebody to help them release those activities. So sell them efficiency. Stop targeting people who can only give you 5K once and they're gone. No. Target your audience. Go to the ones who have real businesses, not somebody who is also hustling to make money. It is those who have real businesses that can pay you as a social media manager, okay? So you can manage their page. I hope you are getting me. All right? So I said what? Don't sell digital marketing, sell more customers. Sell the feeling, sell the pain. Okay, let me say this quickly before I move to the next slide. I saw a video recently. The lady sells clothes. I think she is from the USA. And in that video, she was telling a story, but she was not speaking. She was using her body language and activities, actions to tell stories. Do you know what she was doing? She was putting on a cloth, a dress. Different. She tried this one, she dropped it. She tried that one, she dropped it. The environment was so serene, was so comfy. You could feel that this aesthetic is exclusive. It is exquisite. It is not just for any kind of audience. Do you understand? So she wants to go on a date with her man. So she tried on different dresses, different clothes, without saying a word. And after that, the man came and they left. Guess what? After they left, her logo appeared. So brand, XYZ brand, forgotten the name of the brand. That is storytelling. She sold a feeling. Now imagine going out with your man and then you're wearing this kind of dress. It comes, his head, it gets blown off. Oh, wow. Imagine going out with your car and people admire you. Humans love admiration. And they give you their money. You say, oh, this deal, this land, as a real estate marketer, this land costs 50 million. And they look at you, they look at your car, they look at your dress, and they say, okay, this person is worth 50 million. Let's take it, let's sign the deal. That is it. So don't sell the title. Sell the what? Sell the feeling, the pain. That's what you should sell. Are we good to go? Are we good to continue? All right, let's proceed. Now, I talked about emphasizing their fears. Emphasizing their fears. You have to sell the dream. If you want to sell, you have to really, really sell the dream. Okay? Sell the dream. Sell the dream. Don't sell social media management. From today, don't sell businesses that stay invisible. If you're invisible in today's world, nobody cares about you. Nobody gives you opportunity. No money. No money. The business will be stuck. That's why even billionaires, millionaires are looking for people to handle their social media because they also want visibility. They may not even want clients because they're already billionaires and they have their client base, right? But but they still want to stay visible because there's a kind of influence and trust people put in you when you stay visible. Okay? Now, no digital marketing, talk about fewer leads and fewer sales. Somebody comes to you and says, I've not been selling. What can I do? Don't just say, okay, I'm a digital marketer. Tell the person, I can help you craft a strategy that increases the number of quality leads you get, not just any lead, quality leads, and also converts to sales. That is how to sell their fears because they fear not making sales. And if they don't make sales, remember, they are going to go bankrupt and the business is going to close down. Now, another one is the car. Sell the fear of low status, inconvenience, and missed deals. Some of you now, you've missed deals because of transportation issue. You're supposed to get there by 8 a.m. You got there by 8 p.m. People are already tired. The deal is gone, okay? Another one is don't sell branding. Don't say I'm a brand designer. Okay, so many people are saying the same thing. So what makes you different? Sell something, which is a fear. Talk about low trust, no legacy, no sales, because everybody is a brand. I am a brand, you are a brand. Branding is perception, okay? It is perception, what people think about you, what people see you as, what they feel you are. So any business who does not have this gets to have low trust, no sales, and no legacy, no opportunity, all right? Then if you are into styling and grooming, clothes, photography, any of that, event management, you don't say proper styling. Talk about weaker first impression. Where you were, there is this on TikTok. The ladies here are going to relate better. On TikTok, there was a time, even on Facebook, there was a time that people used to make jest of those who wear wigs, synthetic wigs. They say once they are in the bus, when they are on a bus, and the breeze blows, it blows up all of their wigs, and then you can see this is sponge. They call it sponge. So look at that. Weaker first impression. Imagine going to meet somebody who wants to give you $2,000 and the person sees you looking anyhow, dressing anyhow, with anyhow hair, because people judge you by your appearance, offline and online. They judge you by your appearance. They check what you look like, they check what you speak like, they check how you write, everything, before they can determine if you are even worth to be invested in. Do you understand? So you have to take note of that. Emphasize the pain, not the title. So let's proceed. Now, we are still under attraction, don't forget. How are you going to attract them, apart from all of these things we have discussed, if you don't use your post to get them? This thing is still loading. You don't use your post to get them. Your post has to be able to get the kind of audience that you're looking for. Remember I said that there was a time I had less than 450 followers on LinkedIn and I got clients, international clients. In fact, on LinkedIn, I made 7 figures. 7. And there's some people that have 9,000 followers, they have engagement, they have different things, and yet there is nobody in their DM, no clients. Why? It is not just about followers. You don't even need more followers if they are not your target audience. You don't need more views, or let me say, you don't need virality. I want to go viral. No, that's not it. That's not it. What you need is quality people. If you can get quality people to see your post, and if you can get good posts before them, then they are going to come. Okay? They're going to come. So let me look at my next slide. Why is the slide not loading here? All right. Now, what are the posts that get you followers? Before my slide comes up, let me just say it. The posts that get you followers. If you want to get followers, I have done it, right? Listicles, talk about quick tips, debunk myths. For example, there was a time I posted, some of you here are from Threads, and there was a time I posted that consistency is not a strategy. Just that. Simple. Consistency is not a strategy. And I had massive following from that post, just that post. I just posted it because I debunked a myth. People believe that if you stay consistent, you have results, but it is not true. So many people are consistent and they are doing the wrong thing. It is strategy that matters. So what is it in your niche right now that people believe and that is not true? What is it in social media management that people believe or rely on that is not true? What is it in photography that people rely on that is not true? What is it in social media, as I mentioned it, in digital marketing that people talk about that is not true? What is it in event management that people talk about that is not true? What is it in hairstyling or fashion designing that people talk about that is not true? For example, in fashion designing, people will say, if you don't have hourglass figure, the one they call figure 8, then you cannot wear so clothes, you cannot look good. But it is not true. It isn't. People can look good without having to have figure 8. All right? So how can you do that? Talk about it. In fact, tell stories. Tell stories. If you have the same story, tell it. Story about your client, tell it. Story about your past, tell it. Story about your friend, tell it, to attract them. All right? So listicles, quick tips, cliche ideas that can go really viral. I'm not saying you should chase virality, no that. Debunk myths. Post how-to guides and encouragement. People love encouragement. People love motivation. Let's put it that way. Okay, I have posted all of these things and they got me followers. They got me followers. But you don't want followers now. You want money, right? You want clients. So what are the kind of posts that your clients will see? And then they will pay you instantly. You can post insights. You can post opinions. Opinions about your niche, about your business, about what you do. And also social proof. People want to see. If they don't see it, they won't believe it. Seeing is believing. So don't talk, show. Don't talk about it, show it. If you say, oh, I made 50 figures, show the screenshots. Post receipts, let people see it. Oh, I helped this client achieve so. This client was a mother, she gave birth to 3 kids, and then she wasn't feeling herself. Her tummy was big and she felt low self-esteem. Then after working with her for a month, this is her shape now. She went from a size 20 to a size 10. Okay, show the experience. If the client wants, you can show the client's picture. But if the client does not want that, because some people love confidentiality, then just show the review or the testimonial. Okay, show proof of results. Talk about your experiences. Your experience. What have you experienced? Okay, you're a photographer. Why not share your experience? Why not share your experience? Share your experience of one time you went to a party and then maybe the couple, something funny happened or something disappointing happened. Just share it. You don't need to add names for confidentiality reasons, but share your story, share your experience. People are going to relate with it and people are going to message you from there. When I was working with Mr. Bright last November, one of the things we did was to ensure that he shared his story. He began by sharing his experiences, how he started, how he was broke, how he got married. He had zero savings in his account. He had to borrow loan and all that. His wife was dejected and she had a baby in her womb. She was close to delivery stage. He shared that experience and a lot of people related with it because it is the reality of so many people. And when they related with it and he talked about digital skills, and digital skills helped him to earn from the comfort of his home. People say, oh, hey, I'm interested. And not all of those people that I'm interested are really interested, but he got quality leads. I remember the first story he shared, the first experience he shared, he got 50 people in his DM asking, hello, I love your story. How can I learn video editing? Please, can you help me? Can I get your WhatsApp contact? He had massive messages from people because he shared his experience. So what experiences do you have that you can share to attract your clients? You are into real estate, or let me say you are into automobiles, you sell cars. And then you remember a time when you were a real estate marketer, your boss sent you, or your director asked you to go and close a deal worth 20 million naira, or $20,000, as the case may be. And when you got there, because you came in maybe a tricycle or an Uber. Even Uber is still good, but they still look at you somehow. In an Uber, and then you had one very funny shoe. You had a shirt that looked as though it wasn't ironed since last year, and your tie was so funny. Your hair looked started and all that. You lost the deal. That's an experience. People will begin to share their experiences. So try it. I remember a time when I was this and that. I did this and try it. You sell cream as a lady. You sell cream that helps with acne. Tell the experience. I remember when I was in secondary school, I used to have crazy acne all over my face. I did not have confidence in myself. Then I tried so many solutions. It didn't work. Then I said I was going to start learning. I paid somebody, you can mention anybody you paid, and I learned. I began to make these solutions myself. And now look at my face. Market it. There are so many ladies who are looking for that. Even I, as a lady, when I was in secondary school, I went through hell with acne because, we were in puberty stage, and some people still have it. And ladies love anything skincare. You know why? Because it elevates the confidence. It elevates the status. You look good. You just love yourself. And when you are confident, you can present yourself well out there. You can speak confidently and get people to pay you. All right? Another thing you have to do is to handle rejection. People are wondering, okay, so how does social media management help me? Talk about talk about stories, tell stories and experience too. A client who came to you, she had 3 small businesses and then she was still a 9 to 5er. Now, when she came to you, she was so stressed out because those businesses were going bankrupt and she needed those businesses were what were helping her. She's a mom of 6. Okay. Now, when she came to you, you crafted out a strategy for her. You checked her Facebook, you checked every social media platform where she shows up, and then you helped her to craft the best strategy that fits her niche and her target audience's need. And when you did that, you began to manage putting out content that people can relate to, content that people can say, oh, wow, content that people can say, oh, I need this. And after 6 months of working with her, 2 of those businesses closed 8 figures, and the last one did 7 figures in 6 months. And these were businesses that were struggling to do 5 figures. Talk about that. Handle objection. People are wondering, what's in it for me? Why should I care? Do you know why? Because 95% of the people you are trying to attract, they don't know you. And even those who know you, they don't know why they should trust you. So you need to handle those objections in your post. Now, finally, in this slide, tell stories. Tell stories about yourself, your past. Tell stories about your clients' experiences, what you help them achieve, the before and the after. Tell stories about environment that relate to what you do, stories that people can relate to. So when they see that story, you mirror their pain, you mirror their fears through that story, and then they come to your DM. This is something that has worked for my clients over and over again, and it has worked for me also. In fact, it still works for me today. I just shared a very simple story and come and see DMs. DMs. So you are the one who will need to now sit down and craft these things if you want people to actually enter your DM and pay you and say, how can I work with you? Oh, I'm facing this thing. Well, how can you help me? People must be able to say, how can you help me? So that means every post you put out must do something. Number one, make people say, oh, wow, this is what I'm going through. Number two, make people say, oh, I like this brand. I like this person. Number three, make people say, I need this. How can I get it? Those 3 things are very important. They are pivotal. If you want clients in the next, what's today? Today, 24. Before this month runs out, or before the end of July, those are the posts you need to put out. Okay? Are you following? Let me see in the comments. Yeah, we've covered some things. Who is following? Okay, let me see your comments. Who is following? All right. Ayodele, yes. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, Zenith. Zenith, glad to have you here. Yes, I'm following. I'm trying to bring up my slide. Okay, somebody said, please talk about fashion business. Okay, I think I've mentioned a few things about fashion. But I'm still going to touch it again. I'll touch it again. I want to show you something from my slide. Okay, let's see. Okay. Give me a sec, please. All right. I can see you all are following. Give me a sec. The devil is a liar today, but I don't know why my slide is sliding me. I want to show you some screenshots of what I'm trying to say so that you can get that firsthand. Let me try to get help with this, my slide. Okay. Let me check the slide, please. I'm trying to show a screenshot. Okay. Or is it off? Is it off? Okay. All right, so let's continue. Okay, thank you, AK Madi Jacob. Thank you. Kalfan Ahmad, thank you. Now, my slide is still being fixed. Okay, it's going to be fixed. Let me just continue from here. Now, I said that the posts that get you followers are not the same as the posts that get you buyers. Now, if you have written some things down, I want you to start checking through what you used to post about in your business. If you are the one always following the masses, posting just anything, please stop it now if you want to get clients. This is something that's worked for my clients. It's something that's worked for me. It's something that is still working for me. In June, I can tell you how many clients I've got in this month of June just from my content. I have not done any cold emailing or cold whatever this year. And as a matter of fact, there was a time last year that I went off. I wasn't posting anymore. Do you know why? I think something happened and I don't know. So I just went offline. Guess what? When I checked my WhatsApp, there was a morning I just woke up, checked my second line on my tab, and I was seeing messages from people. Hello, Coach Mary, I want to learn this. Hello, Coach Mary, I want to learn that. I was like, hey, I'm not online, no. I haven't been posting. Do you know why? Because my content served as a funnel. My content attracted those people. They saw value. They saw the kind of post I just told you about, and they came to my DM. I don't even know how they got my WhatsApp number. I think they checked my profile. They came to my WhatsApp directly, not even Facebook or anything. They came to my WhatsApp. So if you do this, I assure you, before the end of June and in July, you're going to close more clients than you ever thought about. Instead of sending messages to people who are not ready to buy from you, this is going to help you to close as many clients as possible. All right? Okay. So let's move on to the type of leads you can get. There are so many kind of leads you can get, okay? Now, I've told you that you have to attract the right kind of client. So what are these kind of leads? The first one is the inbound lead. Those are leads that they see your post, they see what you're doing, they like it, they send a message. For instance, I told you the story of Mr. Bright. When Mr. Bright sent a message and we did a strategy in about 2-3 weeks and we rounded off, people began to see his content and they began to message him. That's inbound lead. You didn't go out to meet anybody. They came. And the first thing the inbound lead sees is your post. Let's say your post reaches a stranger today. Will the stranger be able to know how valuable you are? That's why you have to be mindful of what you post. So ensure you're writing down and be channeling these things, okay, to your brand. Will they see value in the post? When they go to your bio, will they see value in it? Some of you right now, your bio says, father of one, I love Jesus, upcoming artist, and then digital marketer. Okay, how do you want people to really believe in you? How do you want them to believe in you? I was like that before. I think when I started 2021, personal development strategist, mental health advocate, writer, author, public speaker, those titles. And the person is asking one question. Okay, so what do I get from this person? How can this person favor me or benefit me? If they don't find anything or anyhow or any way by which you become beneficial, they zoom off. And don't forget, your competitor is waiting somewhere to grab your client. So before the competitor grabs your client, you had better grab your own copy, okay? Grab your client fast before your competitor gets there. Because once your competitor gets there, you're not going to get those clients. You're not going to get those clients, all right? So take note of that. I can see all your comments and I appreciate them. I can see all your comments. I want to share something real quick. Now, that's inbound lead. Number 2 is outbound lead. What is outbound lead? These are the people you go to meet. You send them cold emails, you send them cold DMs, you just message them out of the blue. They don't know you, they've never met you. So you want to reach them and then you send them the message. That's outbound, out and bound lead. Now, the mistake that some of you make is that when you send outbound leads or when you send outbound messages, you only target the payment. You just want to make money. Buy. Within last week and this week, I got over 10 outbound leads from people. In fact, I corrected somebody on my WhatsApp. I told him, this is not how you sell. You sound desperate and you're going to turn people off. Besides, I'm not your target audience. I've told you how to know your target audience, so ensure that you note that, okay? I am not your target audience. And besides, this is so wrong. How can you send me, I don't know you from Adam, a message? And then the next thing is, if you want me to send you the details, just tell me yes. Who are you? Where are you from? Do I know you? What do you look like? So these are the things these people are asking. Okay, to evade that, you have to first ask questions. I gave you the pre-workshop bonus, okay? Yeah, I gave the pre-workshop bonus. So ensure that you don't joke with it. Those something that didn't get it, yeah, you all know, because I've told you people, I've shouted. Ask questions. You saw somebody who is running 3 businesses and she's burnt out. Send her a message. Do not send cold DMs or cold emails watering down people's efforts, telling them, I see your post and I think there's something you're not doing wrong, you're not doing right. You don't even follow the person. You've never commented on the person's post. You never liked the post and you're telling them you're doing something wrong. Why should they listen to you? Do you think they won't change it for you? They won't fight you. So go there, tell them, oh, Ma, I've seen how you handle your page. You're doing so much work and I salute you. Praise them. Number 1 is appraisal. Number 1. Then tell them who you are. I am Mary, right? And don't mention title. Don't say I'm a social media manager. They don't fucking care. I am Mary and I help you save I said 5,000. I like money. I even save 5 hours per day and avoid burnout. So you can focus on other important things in your life. Are you following? Okay. So when they see that, they know that you know what you're doing. You know what you're saying. You know what you're talking about. Are you getting what I'm saying? Talk about the pain, but don't ever say, if you're interested, I'll send you the payment, I'll send you the link. Ask questions. Would you like me to share with you how this strategy can help you grow your business from 1,000 followers to 10,000 followers without wasting money on ads? Would you like me to show you how to get more quality leads? Ask those open-ended questions. These are questions that make people talk. They will say yes or no. Don't say, say just say yes or no. They don't know you, remember. So you have to educate first. Please know this. You have to educate first. You have to ask questions, diagnose. When they say yes, diagnose, ask questions. What are you currently facing? What challenges are you currently facing in your business? Okay, if this strategy works for you, would you like to commit? Please go and check the pre-workshop webinar and ask those questions. Some of you are not asking questions. That's why people are not paying you. If I go to a store now and the storekeeper is telling me, just take this dress, why should I take it? But if he says, do you like black? If you like black dresses, come and check this one. Oh, I love your shape. What kind of clothes do you like? Questions. You want to sell hair? Do you like pixie curl? Do you like straight hair? Just SD, which one do you like? What inches? Ask questions. What model of car do you like? So when you ask those questions, they give you the answers. I said something on my status a few days ago. I said, be a doctor. A doctor cannot just tell you to take medicine. The doctor will destroy you because it will affect your organs. The doctor will ask questions. What are you facing? How long have you been facing it? Have you used any other medicine? Okay, which symptoms are you seeing? Which part of your body is affected? They ask those questions before they say, okay, I think you have to go for a test. This is somehow complicated. Or, okay, that's fine. Just use this paracetamol and report back if you face any challenge. That's it. You have to be a doctor. So, yeah, social media manager, you are a doctor in social media manager. Don't forget this one. All right? Take note of it. So we've mentioned the two types of leads, right? Inbound leads and outbound leads. Let me briefly summarize that. I said inbound lead is one that comes to you. They come to your content, they come to your bio, they come to referral or anything. But if you want to gain more clients that pay you real good money, then they have to come to the content, to your bio. Okay? When they see those things, when they come to studio, please let me send it to my WhatsApp so that I can see it. So when you do those things, they are going to come to you because they know that you can change their lives. There was a time I told you, a woman sent me a message. She said, oh, I have seen your content. I really need it. That's how she put it. I really need it. And I was seeing it after about 2 months. I was like, oh, sorry. Because it was in, what do they call it? Message request. So I didn't open it at that time. And she was already asking me, please, where's your location? They just give me your number. She was so much in need of it. So that was there. Are we together, please? Take note of that. Now, what is the mistake you make? What people make? People sell with desperation. You don't diagnose or qualify. You don't know that not every client is for you. Not every client is for you. Some are going to really stress your life. Not every client is for you. I've told you this before. Some don't have the money. Some don't have the time. Some are not for you. Some just want to ask questions, and that's all. And another thing is that some do not have the money currently, but when they have the money, they will definitely come back to you. So while some are in the DM and they're later not converting, just know that you have to have good customer experience because some of those people are going to come back. I've had clients like that, made inquiries in last year, was it April or so, paid this year. Imagine the gap, paid this year. So some people are looking for the money. Some are going to increase in status. When they increase in status, they will come to you because you treated them right. And then some are not your clients. Please, I've said it before. If you're selling low ticket offers, target the masses. Target people below the pyramid of economic status. And if you're selling exclusive things, exquisite things, luxury, target the rich. And it doesn't mean you won't make money. If you sell a 5,000 naira course to about 2,000 people, you know how much that is going to be. And if you sell a 150,000 naira course or strategy session to about 100 and 200 people, you know how much that's going to be. Okay. And even if it is one-to-one or strategy sessions, all these sessions, are you charging 10,000 naira for 20 minutes? You know how much that's going to be, right? If you target the low, and if you're targeting the rich, you charge about $250 per 30 minutes. You know how much that's gonna be at the end of the month. So know your target audience and speak to their pain. Don't try to sell without pre-qualifying because not everybody is for you. Okay. Then random posts to go viral. Do not do that. Not all posts is for you. You are not a content creator. Come with me to Casablanca to have fun. Come with me to the coffee shop. Okay, we don't want coffee shop. What problems are you solving? Why should we even come with you? Okay? So take note of that. Posting like a content creator, I've mentioned it. Being consistent without a strategy, it doesn't work. You need a strategy that makes it work for you. That is what you need. Okay? Give me a sec. Please, is it coming up? All right. Please, let's make it snappy so that I can show my people here. Now, another thing I want to mention is the question part. When you are posting content, ask questions. You see, I've seen a lot of people who don't sell because they don't ask questions to pre-qualify the market. They just say, they wake up one morning. Let's just say I wake up one morning and say, yay, we're going to be having a workshop today. Join me, join me, join me. And people ask me for the first time, I'm like, who the hell is this? Because they don't know me. They don't know what I do. They don't know why they should join my workshop. But I woke up one day and I said, people have been asking me so many questions in my DMs. Sometimes I barely sleep. Seriously. So I said, okay, instead of answering this question individually and breaking down, why don't I have a workshop and explain these things? So I asked, if I host a workshop where I tell you how to attract and convert clients, would you be interested? And people began to say yes. Yes, 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 yes. And I said, fine, we're going to do it. I asked that question about 3 times before I created a wait list. Where you're coming from, I created a wait list and people began to join. So if I had not asked, it wouldn't have made sense. Are you getting me? So ask questions. Don't just wake up one day and start selling. If you want to sell to a group of people or masses, okay? Ask questions. Would you like me to show you how to make money from the comfort of your home? Would you like me to show you how to make money as a video editor? Ask these questions. Or if I show you how to make money by selling health products, would you be interested? Ask those questions. Don't just ask once and give up. Keep asking until you get responses. If 2 people say yes today, ask again tomorrow. 4 people say yes, ask again after tomorrow. 5 people say yes, begin to ask those things. And when you see that it is enough for you, then create a wait list, send them the link. Those people who said yes, ensure that you remember them. Go back to that post, send them the link, and now start posting about it. Don't just come up someday and just say you want to sell without them knowing who you are. So you have to educate before you do anything, and you have to ask questions. Another one is selling to an entirely new audience that don't know you. If people don't know you, don't sell and expect that they will give you their money. Okay? Don't sell as if you give them money. Give me a sec, please. Because they're not going to give you their money. They won't. So you have to sell by solving their problems first. Give them value. Give them value. Free resources, free workshops, free audit session. Let them get to know you. Give them knowledge for free. You cannot sell in the market. You cannot have an exchange for money if you don't first give value. The business of the marketplace is a business of value. Okay? Are you getting me, please? If you're following, let me see your comments. Oh, yeah. Let me see people's comments if you're following. Let me see your comments. Who is following? We are very close to rounding off, so ensure that you're following. Who's following? Let me see your comments. Okay. Now you're moving to credibility marker. Credibility marker. All right. Okay. Following. Thank you, AK Amadi. Majesty. Thank you. I can see your comments. All right. So another thing that will make you attract clients is your brand. Is your brand, please. It's your brand. Lord P, I can see your comment. Thank you. I am Jora. I can see your comments. Your brand. I said all of us are brands. I am a brand. You are a brand. Brand is not the logo, the color. No, it is the perception, the feeling people have about you. That is branding. Do you understand? So now, when you brand yourself, people get to like you. People really get to like you. For example, when people see your post, they read from you, they like how you post, they begin to get familiar with you. When people see your face, they get to like you. When people hear your voice, they get to trust you. Okay. And when people experience your value, they get to say, I can commit to this person. I can actually pay this person. Do you understand? So your brand is very, very important. Take note of that. People have to know you, they listen to your voice, they know you, they see your face, they like you, they read from you, they just love everything. They love everything about you. That's your brand. That's your brand. I'm trying to add the other to the stage. Okay, now to stage. Let me see if I can share my screen back. Okay, thank you. I think we're going to have a slide back. Give me a sec, please. My slide is back, so please give me a sec. So your identity, people buy your belief. People buy your belief before they even do anything. People buy your belief. Okay, let me share an experience with you. Sometime in February, the slide is not coming up. Please let me check it. Sometime in February, I think I was just home, and then I just woke up. Then I saw that, okay, it's about coming up. I saw that somebody's paid. Somebody paid. I don't know the person. I've never seen the person in my life. I don't know, but this woman saw my post, went on my bio, and paid for my strategy session without. Hey, there's money in this marketplace. So don't ever say there's no money. It is just how you're positioned. Do you get me? It is how you're positioned. Yeah, it is displaying now. It is how you're positioned. She's never met me. We've never spoken. You know, I was talking about pre-qualifying. This one did not even wait to be pre-qualified. She pre-qualified herself. Okay, it's displaying. Thank you. Went to my bio after seeing my post, paid. I just saw the email. I was like, who is this woman? And it has happened several times. So you don't even hey, Jesus Christ, how do I make you get you people are getting me because I'm getting so passionate about this thing. There is money in the marketplace if you know how to get it. If you don't know how to get it, you're not going to get it. But there's money in the marketplace. Okay? There is money in the marketplace. So as people are talking about money, don't ever think that there is no money. There's money in the marketplace. All right? Hold on, please. Okay. So now let's look at messaging. Poor messaging. Okay, that's not where we are. That's where we were. Now I want to show you this screenshot. This is something I want to show you. Okay, just look at the stats. This is one of my social media platforms. And look at the content I posted. Don't undercharge to place a client. I just posted it though. But it's touched a part of people, a part of business owners and service providers. And look at the massive views, the massive shares. The shares are massive, right? Normal people don't build businesses. Blah. Don't sell like you're broke. It repels. Blah. I was like, hey, Jesus Christ. Why? People love these things because you're touching a part of them. You're touching a part of them. And look at the other one. The other one is a credibility marker. 3 international partnership opportunities landed in my DM on Threads. Yes, on Threads. I'll share receipts soon. And my DM went on fire. People were literally asking me, Mary, and some were asking me for money. I said, I don't have money to give you. All I have is knowledge to give you. And the knowledge I give you will become cash. Do you get me? Now, new clients on board, I shared receipts. This client was an inbound lead. That means the client saw my content and came. I did not go to meet the client. I came, I shared the receipt, and it built more trust. People sent me messages. How can I do this? Okay. Look at this one. People buy into you before they buy into your product. That is a lot because it shows something that people do not often pay attention to. Are you following, please? So where do you get it wrong? Why are you stuck? Why are you still broke? Even though you are good, you know it. Why does it feel like somebody is getting it and you're not getting it? It's because this is your audience. Look at my slide. This is your audience. This is your product. And you're dragging the wrong audience. You're dragging the wrong audience. Your value is not clear. Your message is too broad. Today you talk about social media. Tomorrow you talk about hair. After tomorrow you say, get ready with me. You just keep talking about different points. So nobody knows what you really stand for. I posted something today on one of my social media platforms. I said, you are not the niche. If you know you're not a content creator and you don't want to be an influencer, you're a business owner. You have to solve one problem and somebody needs to know you for that one problem. So you want to make money and then you're posting different things. Today you are saying, get ready with me. Tomorrow you are saying, oh, I ate coffee. Who cares about the coffee? Is coffee going to solve that problem? Do you understand? Aha. So when you sell perfumes, for instance, you don't target the wrong audience. If you sell perfumes for men, you target men who are into sport, men who go to the gym, men who tend to sweat so much. Because truth be told, when you go out, sometimes you walk past people and then you're like, who is this person? Why is this person smelling so much? Your tummy begins to turn. So talk about those things. If you smell this much, people are going to start, people are not going to like you. It will not give a good first impression. Okay, so this roll-on or this deodorant or this perfume or this body spray has a 48 hours durability. So that means after 48 hours, it is still smelling so nice. Target those people. Target women who gym. Target sports women. Target women who perspire a lot. That means women who sweat a lot. Target those people. Sell to them. Imagine this is the kind of perfume that you wear when you're going to meet your date, your first date, when you're going on your first date. This is the kind of perfume you wear when you're going to that exclusive wedding they've invited you to. The moment they perceive that perfume, they perceive you as a rich person. Even if you don't have 5 naira in your account, this perfume will make them see you as a millionaire. Are you getting my point? So sell the feeling. Don't sell perfume. Sell confidence, sell self-esteem. Sell the feeling, the need to belong. Okay? All right. So now, your bank account is empty because of these reasons. It's empty because of these reasons. Now, poor messaging, let me rush a bit. What's the poor messaging? Weight loss plan available. Wrong. Strong messaging, the body that turns head twice. People love that. People love to be looked at twice. People love to be admired. So sell admiration. Another one, helps reduce belly fat. Nobody wants that. The glue that stays long after you've left. Maintain your 8-figure shape after childbirth. You have big tummy, you eat late food. Maintain your 8-figure shape. Even when you eat late food, those stuff. You are plus size, but it can still be so much sexy and all those language. Use them because that's what your audience wants. Don't say affordable. Talk about the transformation they get. Okay. Don't say DM to start. Talk about the outcome. That is for the woman who wants to be visible or for the woman who wants to lose weight in the next 30 days. Talk about that one. If this is you, hit me a message right now. Okay? Don't just say DM to start. Patronize your girl. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't post 50, 100 slides on WhatsApp and be saying patronize your girl. You're not in business for your family members. You're in business for strangers who really need solutions to their problems. Please buy from me. No. Talk about this is for new moms who want to snatch back, who want their husbands to still see them and still feel that first feeling during their first dates, the husband will still feel it back. Sell that thing. Are you people following? That's what you should sell. I hope you're writing down. So I think I've talked about outbound leads and inbound leads. Okay. So let me just touch this briefly. Outbound leads, that means if you are going out, you have to open with insight or observation. I mentioned this. Offer value first. Don't try to sell. Buy now, buy now. No, they won't answer. Someone will not even answer you. Then follow up consistently. Don't follow up as if you're desperate. I'm just checking out you. Would you still be interested in seeing this, in seeing the catalog, in having a strategy session? Ask open-ended questions. Open-ended questions are questions that begin with WH. What? Why? When? where those questions make them talk, not just yes or no. Once they say yes or no, the conversation ends. Okay? Then track responses. Then inbound leads, be clear with your content, use messaging that's centered around one strong transformation, use case studies, the CTA in bio, ask questions and mention those things. Okay, now let's go to how to convert these clients. Now, if you want to convert clients, the first thing you have to do is to diagnose. You have to identify the real problem that they are going through. And if you want to identify the real problem, you have to ask open-ended questions. Would ABC be good for you? Would XYZ be good for you? Would you like us to have a 15-minute call to see how this clarity session benefits your business? Would you like us to have a 15-minute strategy session to understand your family photography need for the upcoming vacation in Maldives? Okay? Pre-qualify them. You have to confirm if this audience has the budget, has the need. I mean, is so needy for it, is ready and has authority. Don't target people, especially if you are B2B, business to business. Don't target secretaries where you can target the managing director. Don't target sales girls when you can target their bosses. So meet the authority, person in the authority space, not the ones below, okay? Then you close. You present your solution to them. You guide them to make a close decision. Don't force them. Don't say, have you seen it? Have you not seen it? No. Guide them to make very good decisions, because that is the only way they would even value, oh, this person really tried. This person really tried. Let me even listen. All right? Let me listen to this person. So on the retention now, how do you retain clients after converting them? Please, for the conversion, go back to your pre-workshop bonus and digest the questions. And then I gave examples there. I gave mistakes to avoid. So just use it in your industry, your niche, and you can even send me messages of things like that. Send emails, anything. I'll read them, okay? So how do you retain clients? Let me just say this briefly. If you are very good at what you do and you want to retain clients, have good customer experience. Nobody will buy from you again if they had poor experience or poor experiences from you. All right? Because they don't want to experience that again. People love to buy from those who make them feel valuable, who make them feel loved, who make them feel seen and respected. And if you want to retain them and even want them to bring referrals, then you have to give value. Some people will collect money. It is when the person has paid, then they begin to misbehave. Please do not be that kind of business owner. Because the person who paid you $100 today can pay you $2,000 tomorrow. So do not sabotage that future tendency because of today's misbehavior. All right? So deliver results, deliver what you promised, set clear expectation, communicate with them, ask questions. If they don't understand things, tell them to ask questions. Don't just teach or do strategy session or give products and then shut off the door. Allow feedback. And when they say there is an issue, resolve it. Oh, this perfume has an issue. I think it irritates my skin. Resolve it. Personalize their experience. People love to feel things that are personalized to them. Okay? And also show progress. Show progress. So I want to show you something real quick. But before that, please let me know. Are you following? I'm rounding off in the next 10 to 15 minutes. That means before 10 p.m., I want us to be out of here. So let's rush and let's cover the right things. I don't want to rush, rather. I want us to cover the right things. So let me know. Are you following? Who is following? Let me know if you are here at this state so I can proceed. And if you're about dozing off, stand up, walk around, sip water, stretch as we enter the last part of it. And yes, I'm going to be showing you some things before we leave this live. So ensure that you stay put. Ensure that you stay put. I have some really, really massive things to show you. So ensure you stay put. Okay, I've seen one following. All right. So let me proceed. So look at this thing on the screen. What do you see? I said I'm going to show you something massive. So pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. We are almost done, but pay attention to the last part of it because this is the best part of it. All right. The last part is always the best part. So look at this screenshot. You can see the first one is a seller screenshot. The seller screenshot showing the client's result, Grace. Grace was that business owner who was stuck, who came dejected, and she was so down because she's very good. I tried Grace myself, and Grace was very good, yet she was stuck. But after some time, after we'd worked on our brand, we worked on our content, we worked on our bio, our website, guess what? She attracted a 300,000 naira client. Now, I know that you might be thinking, oh, 300,000 naira, I want to make 1 million naira. But if you're making 300,000 naira in 6 places in a month, is that not enough? I mean, for a start, right? Then you can now scale later. But 300,000 naira in 6 places from just one source, from just a single knowledge, you feel it. 300K. So this client paid her and she said she was shocked, but she used a strategy that I showed her because we had a strategy session. She used it and then she closed the client. She closed the 300,000 naira. He said, seller is going to pay after a few days, but when she got the money, she was over the moon. She was over the moon. There are some kind of results you will see that you would not even believe it. So I can make this money. Some of you will make your 7 figures after this class, and then you'll be wondering, wow, so I can make 7 figures. Some of you will make 8 figures after this class, and then you're wondering, oh my God, so I never knew I could make 8 figures. Yes, if you position correctly, you build yourself away from, if you're making 5 figures now, you can make 6 figures. If you're making 6, you can make 7. If you're making 7, you can make 8. 8. So not just good products now, clarity, positioning, value, people have to see it, the right strategy. Do you understand? Okay. Now look at the second one. This is a business owner who sells physical products, not knowledge. There is a knowledge part, which is service. You give your knowledge for money. Then this one is physical product. She sold how many pieces? 200. 200 pieces. 200 pieces. 200 pieces. 200 pieces. And she was talking about the content because we did some content strategy that brought in this massive sales for her business, massive sales. What she's been doing before was between 60 to 100 sales. But when we now clarified our messaging, starting from her marketing messaging, her bio, her website, because she has a website, how she attends to clients, how she gets leads, she did massive sales. In fact, after this screenshot you are seeing, she still did some massive sales that we discussed. I cannot just be sharing everything because of confidentiality reasons. I can only share what is comfortable for my client, okay? For confidentiality's sake, yeah. She sold massively. Now, why am I sharing this to you? Because I want you to know that you can make money in the marketplace. Yes, there is money in the marketplace. Never assume people don't have money. People have money. You just have not made them yet. You have not attracted them yet. And from what we've done tonight, I want you to start attracting them. Do you get me? Start attracting them. Know what they want. Speak to their pain. Don't use title. I've told you earlier, don't use title. Speak to their pain, that thing they're feeling. Is when you go to a doctor and then let's say somebody has appendix. Will the doctor say this is appendicitis and it is beginning all those jargon? The doctor will break it down, say there's stone in your kidney. So because the person needs to understand and get to know what to eat, what not to eat, all those things. So you have to speak to their pain. All right? You can make massive money. You can see the screenshot, this receipt. There are people, there are business owners like you who have very good products, who have very good knowledge, but we're not making money. But we're not making money because their targeting was wrong, their positioning was wrong, their clarity was bad, and then they were not targeting in the right location. But when we worked on that, what did they do? They get massive results. And you can also get the same massive results. If you stick to these things that I'm telling you, you get massive results. My clients have experienced it. I have experienced it multiple times, and you also can experience it, and we'll experience it if you stay, okay, and do these things. So why you always talk? Why you always talk? You've learned these things now. But some of you, after learning now, you still be stuck. Why? Because You try to do everything yourself. You're doing everything yourself, literally everything. You are the one that will do the targeting. You're the one that will do the clarity. You are the one that will position. You audit the bio, you audit the marketing messaging, you audit everything, and then you get stuck because you don't know who to target actually. You've learned about targeting right now, but then you're wondering, okay, where do I even start from? What do I say to them that will turn them to leads? Okay, how do I attract their attention? Oh, how do I convert these people to sales now? Oh, when they say no or your price is too much, what do I say? When they say, can I message you tomorrow? How do I reply? How do I keep this one that I have already? Oh, how do I consistently make money every month without having to get frustrated? Do I have to be frustrated before I get paid? Oh my God, I'm so good. Why is it only me? That's why you're stuck. Because every strategy I've shared tonight, every part I've shared tonight matters, especially when it is tailored to your business. Some of you here have different businesses. The ones I mentioned during the exemplary part were your businesses, but you're over 100, and I cannot begin to mention every business one after the other because of time. But there is a way that you can tailor this thing to your exact business, tailor it to your exact need. You get to know your actual target audience. You get to know how to communicate to them. You get to know how to clarify your message so that you can attract them. You get to know how to get them in through inbound leads and even outbound leads. You get to know how to convert them. You get to know how to. All right. I think that's a little break in transmission. Okay. So, please, are you with me? I have just 5 minutes left. Are you with me? Now, there is a way that these things can be tailored to your exact business so that you don't just have the general knowledge. You know what actually works for your business and what does not work for your business. Are you following? Okay. And that is where the client conversion implementation lab comes in. So this client conversion implementation lab, what is it exactly? What is it exactly? This is where you get to learn or get clear positioning tailored to your business. You're not learning more, hey, learn this, learn this. This is not a university. You are practicing because you're a business owner, okay? As a business owner, practice beats everything. Practice is what brings the cash. Do you understand? Aha. So this is implementation lab. You're getting the defined target audience. Your target audience is going to be streamlined so you know how to reach them, where they are, how to communicate with them, how to put them in. You get to learn the magnetic messaging, okay? You get to make your offer stronger. Some of you have very good offers, but you're not communicating it in a way that makes it look like something they will actually want to pay for. Are you following? Another one is the client attraction plan. You get to personalize it to your exact business. And the other one is lead generation content strategy, conversion conversation framework, objection handling. If you can handle objections, I promise you, you will make a lot of money that you never believed you could make. And also the direct reviews and the feedback, a repeatable client acquisition system, and also Q&A and community support. These are the things that are entrenched in the client conversion implementation lab. You've learned the how, you've learned the what, you've learned the why. Now is the how. So you are into beauty industry, everything will be tailored to beauty industry for you. You are into social media management, everything will be tailored into social media management for you. You are into photography, everything's going to be tailored into photography for you. You are into fashion, yeah, everything's going to be tailored into fashion for you. You are into, what else is there? You are into multi-level marketing. Yeah, everything is going to be tailored to multi-level marketing for you. So the client conversion, that's why it is implementation. You're not telling stories or that. You're implementing it, giving you the strategy that will work for you, the strategy that will help you make the kind of results that you never even expected that you could make. All right. And the first one is, this is everything. If you calculate it, looking at it on the screen, everything is worth over 1.7. Over 1.7. Because when you look at positioning, target audience, offer, messaging, these are things that can make you over $2,000 in 2 weeks if you do them correctly. These are things that can make you over $2,000 in a month if you follow them correctly. These are things that can make you over $5,000 in 2 months if you follow them correctly. But now, they are not, everything combined together is totaled into what? Into just 1.7. But that is not where I'm going. This is where I'm going. Now, this client conversation lab, all right, this client conversion implementation lab is not for everybody. As you can see previously, I said it's only for 30 people. 30 people because implementation does not need crowd. It needs those who are really in need of it. So it's not for everybody. It's for business owners, founders, service providers, coaches and consultants, freelancers, you're a small business owner, small business operator, you're a digital entrepreneur, you have a product-based business. That means you sell products. You have a startup and you have teams, you're a startup team. You are focused on growth as a professional. So you want to learn what can actually bring in the clients that you want. You want to learn how to communicate your value in a way that attracts them, in a way that converts them, and in a way that retains them. This client conversion implementation lab is for you. And by the end of this implementation lab, you're not just going to be the business owner everybody knows again. What are you going to be? You'll be able to clearly define and communicate what you sell in a way that makes the right people pay attention. Because you don't need a crowd. You need only the right people, quality people that can pay what you want and what you offer. Do you get? Then you'll be able to identify and target the people that are most likely to buy from you. Not everybody that says, I am interested, can actually pay. Do you understand? And you don't even have time to waste. So there's no time. Just focus on the ones that matter. You'll be able to create content that generates real client conversations, not just engagement. Engagement is good. At least it shows you are visible. But if it is not converting, if you're having massive engagement and your bank account is disengaged, there is a problem. So you don't just want engagement, you want engagement that leads to paid conversations, okay? Then you'll be able to structure your offer in a way that shows clarity, shows your value, and that makes people find it very hard to say no to you. Also, you'll be able to guide your prospects through conversations that feel so natural, so they don't get to think you're desperate or you're broke and you're selling like a broke person, just like some people do, okay? Then you'll be able to confidently close clients. And this is not for everybody, like I said. The client conversion implementation lab is only for 30 business owners who really want this thing to be tailored to their business and who want to get results in the next couple of days, okay? So what is the total of all this? I said it is over 1.7, but no, you're too sweet for that. You're not going to be taking that. You're not going to be paying 500,000. No, you don't need that. You're not going to be paying $1 million. No, you don't need that. If it is one-to-one, then maybe you can pay $147 and $250. But that is not it, okay? And you're not paying that. Because like I said, I want the best for you. If you're not paying 100,000, you're not even paying 50,000. No, you're not paying that. So if you really need this thing, it is limited to 30 people for only 15,000 naira. But the thing is that the first 20 people that are paying live now, they're paying right now on air, are going to be having this 15,000. That means once this live goes off, it goes back to 13,000 naira. Okay. So if you want to be part of the client conversion implementation lab, you want to know how we can target your exact audience, how we can clarify your positioning, how we can attract the right kind of audience to your business, the strategy that helps you do that, the strategy that helps you move from 5 figures to 6 figures, from 6 figures to 7 figures, then the client conversion implementation lab is calling to you, but not for everybody, only 30 people. So if you're paying right now, because I'm ending this in the next 4 minutes, if you're paying right now, you get to pay 15,000 naira. 15,000 naira. It's like you're cheating me, okay? And those of you who are not in Nigeria, okay, let me see. I'm going to be sending the link to the group. Oh, if I can, okay, let me see. I don't want to distort what I'm already doing. So those of you who are not in Nigeria, I'm going to be sending the link. Let me see. Give me a sec. I'm going to be putting the link up. So if you are not in Nigeria and then you're paying, you can just make your payment to the details on the screen, just 15,000 naira before the live session goes off. Once it goes off, we are going back to 30,000 naira. Okay. So those who are not in Nigeria, I'm going to be putting the link up. Let me see if I can come up. Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm seeing somebody's receipt here. Please, if you are the one who sent this, I mean, I can't seem to find the name and I don't even have your number saved. So please ensure that you add your name and the receipt, send it to my DM after you've done the payment so that I can note it. So you don't dash me your money. Is that you want me to use it to buy shawarma? Okay. So send the receipt, your name and everything to my DM if you've done the payment. That's the details on the screen. Okay. Where is the comment? Yeah. I'm trying to. Okay, so for those who are not in Nigeria, it is $15, $15 only for now. I mean, during this live session, after the live session, it goes back to $30. So during this live session, in the next 2 minutes, the live session is going to be over and you can still pay $15. So I'll send a link to the group. Please, could you send me a message? Oh, how do I comment from here? Let's see. The equivalence is $15, please. So basically, I'm going to be sending a message to you specifically on this. Please note it. Note it. Okay. Zenith. Zenith can also shoot me a DM right now. I'm trying to see how I can paste it in the comment section, but I think since I'm the one presenting, I cannot access it here. Or is there a way, excuse me, is there a way you can help? Come and show me around, please. How do I put this here? Just let me know how I can put it in the comments. Okay, we have 1 minute left. Please, if you are sending me receipts, ensure that you include your name. Okay, I can already see one Steven. Steven, who is Steven? Please. Okay, maybe after the live, I'm gonna reply to your message. All right. So that will be all for now. That will be all for now. And okay, no, the link. I want to put it under the comment section on YouTube. Okay. So I guess that will come after. So that will be all for now. So Zenith, please send me a DM, especially send me a DM because I'm going to be sending you a DM also, but I don't know if this is Zenith you use on WhatsApp. So please send me a DM immediately after. So thank you, everybody. If you have any questions, just shoot me a DM to ask your question. I said we're going to be taking 2 hours and I don't want to go over 2 hours. I keep to my words, but this is 10 p.m. So thank you, everybody, for staying put. Let me know how this live has impacted you. Just shoot me messages, shoot me a DM, and let's go. See you. Bye.